Hey, what is up, dudes and dudettes? This is also Friday afternoon after market close, and somehow I haven't found a lot of videos on clean energy fuel, and I think it deserves its attention, and I think the stock might still have a lot of potential due to the volume spike today, and absolutely their CEO is a memer. You can see, I think on CNBC, their CEO came up and say, I've read a lot about these posts. This is talking about Wall Street Bet. It seems like they get it. Ha ha ha, funny. We're investing in your company. Of course, we said we get it. But all jokes aside, guys, let's really look at the charts a little bit. So as you can see, this stock is fairly interesting. Let's put it that way. This period, right? Like all of these light gray periods are overnight trading. Look at overnight trading. Every single day. Isn't this funny? Every single day around midnight, like everybody bought in a bunch of shares and then it got squashed down. See, bought a bunch of shares and got squashed down. Bought a bunch of shares, a gap down, got squashed on, and then somehow somebody bite a dip a little bit because it hit the previous resistance line. You see? Let me write it up real quick. The $10 resistance line just sneaking there, and then you have the closing resisting line 10.3, like 10.28. It's sneaking around, and then a bunch of people just bought it back, gaps up again. So then basically most of the market consensus it's worth around like 10.4. That would be a fair price to enter. And you see it spiked up huge volume on Thursday morning, hit 11.4. People start shorting, looking at. So online there's a thing called like industry benchmark, or there's always going to be a thing called industry benchmark. But in this case, is you compare similar stocks in a similar in the industry. So for the gas or for the industry that CLNE is operating inside, this stock is considered significantly overvalued right now. But overvalue is overvalue, right? If we look at all the meme stocks, including AMC, which is probably overtly overvalued because this company still have over $2 billion in debt, and we have BB. This is a much more interesting case because if you look at the financial statement of BB, it's honestly not really that bad compared to other things that people were shorting. Because if you look at Clove, right? Clove is like $1 billion in debt, which they only operated less than 10 years, I think, and they've been public for less than 3 years. It's pretty bad. And, I left, and after I made that video about Clove, I got a lot of heat, and people were just disliking my video for no reason. But I was right, guys. Like, from that point, we exited, which is almost $14, right, on Clove. And we made a quick $200 profit. I mean, I'm still negative 300 overall on Clove because I was trying to do some very smart, edgy day trading shit and betting on people actually holding on their stock, which in that case, retail investors actually folded, so I lost some money. But anyways, like trading is all about like being up and down, up and down, and up and down. Eventually, you want to be on the upside, right? But anyways, let's talk about clean energy. So for clean energy fuel, you have a upward cap at 1267. You see, 12.67. It just seems like people are not willing to trade higher than that, or a lot of people decide to cash out over this point. So what we suspect is we're probably gonna see a trend next week. Is you have the stock will probably operate in between $11 to 1267. And if we're lucky, right, if we see this huge volume spike after market, right? We see this huge volume spike aftermarket, which means if we start trending up or trading up in the aftermarket, when market close on Monday, we start at $12, you will see a upside, a pretty good upside actually. And then we even have more volume. If we even have more volume on Monday, which most likely is going to happen because Monday is where a lot of option flows come in, right? It will probably hit the previous high, which is 1267, and if it breaks the resistance line, then you will see an upside. If not, then it will trend down and down and down and down all the way to 11.4. And then if it breaks 11.4, it's going to go down into 11. It breaks 11, it's going to go all the way back down to 10.5. But at 10.5, probably a lot of people attempting to buy a little bit, and this is would be a day trading, position for whoever's interested, right? So for right now, the trend line looks like this, right? So then you want to break the 12, the 11, what is it? 11.9. If we can trade over 11.9 the entire weekend, and if we open over 11.9 on Monday, and we have a significant volume increase, that would mean like if you just buy the dip today, that means no matter what, you will have a profit anyways. I mean, some of you are holding it for long, and some of you are not. I would say that it's kind of risky to hold it long, because compared to other similar stocks in similar industry, this is like two times volatility, two times volume basically, and what means is two times risks. And you probably will have a bigger risk factor for that. It probably will be like a 5x risk or 10x risk. I mean, again, we are not financial advisors. We do not give financial advices. Therefore, guys, you should risk the money that you're, okay losing in the market, rather than just trying to YOLO stuff like everybody on Wall Street bet, which is actually pretty bad. I mean, I tried it out today. Turned out that's a horrible idea. I could have made money from that rebound, but I decided to YOLO it. YOLO is literally limiting your option to one particular slice of time, rather than having a defined strategy of combating what shenanigans all the hedgies and the big boys are trying to pull on us, right? All right. I think the stock have huge potential, especially on Monday, so you guys should keep an eye out for that. And if Monday my prediction comes true, then we'll see an even bigger upside. But the probabilities are around 60-40-ish, depending on how we're trading over the weekend and how the market react to a supply shock / demand up shock for the oil demand. Because traveling are actually picking up, boys. As I exit some of my energy positions over the weekend, it might be interesting. I might buy some back on Monday. But again, guys, not a financial advisor, not giving financial advices here. Everything on this channel is for shits and giggles, for entertainment purposes only. And for those of you who haven't subbed yet, please smash the like button and sub. And leave a comment below what other stock you want me to talk about. Thank you guys. See you on the upside.